This new moon practice is for you to know that everything is already within. And within this wider perspective, you now start to see that the road is the journey and the journey is the road. And that really, sincerely, there is no one direction. You are a traveler in all directions. Who you are in any moment determines this. And this is the ultimate freedom. So having journeyed so wide and so far, and having had so many experiences that have led you to realization, and that is the realization of the true self, the self, you now find that you have no structure within. There is nothing to defend, and there never has been, because you know that what is only lasts that moment. And it is this awareness that is true power, because this is the power of the heart. To realize this, you only need to be present. From the inside out, and on the inside you feel your heart energy within. It can only expand when you feel it. You cannot think it to know it, to feel it in order to know, to realize this. Do it now. Just take your time about it. Just sit quietly, just you with yourself. You breathe this in deeply. Just a few breaths, your signal to the universe, that is really yourself, that you are in acceptance of all that is in this moment, now. And you either close your eyes to turn inward, or you keep them open in a 45-degree angle, downwards. You connect with, and you listen to your heartbeat. This is presence, and it's so, so simple. In this practice, you are only just touching yourself. You know that the ultimate knowing, the ultimate search, is to know yourself. Know yourself, and the truth shall set you free has been said in many different ways by many different masters. And nothing else matters in this nor in any other life. Just this, which is the love. Because love is who you be, it's not what you do. See? You know, many have said to me that you're afraid of being too self-centered in doing this work. And my continued response to you is that if you're not centered within yourself, into which space, into whose space will you be centered? Into someone else's? The truth is that they most certainly will not know themselves. And so you will find yourself living someone else's dream. Actually, it's a nightmare, because deep within, most people have their own uncertainties, they have their own insecurities, and you will live these too, as well as your own. Think about it. Now, you've spent many years seeking fulfillment. For you here now, this fulfillment is not the material, you know that. But of course, the material may be a part of your journey to what is. You explore this. And of course, too, you cannot know yourself without the material vehicle. You know this too? But mostly, you who are here now, you seek only love. You seek only to know it, to experience it, and to express it in ways that make sense to you. How to live it, how to express it in an everyday environmental reality of harshness that is lived by others, seeking to defend the indefensible, has always been your ongoing question. Love. Think about it. Feel it. It is the invincible because it just is. It's the ultimate intangible because you cannot see it, you have to feel it. Its intensity within you is only because it is expanded space within you. The space between the words, the space between the beats of the heart, the space between the breath. And most people in your reality cannot bear it. So they enter into one of or more various addictions that tie up the mind and take it out of that space. So they become the sum total, many thoughts that eventually become many words. And their world becomes all jumbled, it's confused. That is their world. Here is yours. Just take a few deep breaths. And remember the heartbeat. Feel how harmonious you feel, how full your space is. You imagine a world where people take time for each other. People care deeply about how they communicate with each other. They wonder how they can assist each one to live and grow differently, to see life as a number of little challenges, sum total of which makes it very interesting, colorful, passionate even. One where laughter comes more easily because people have confidence in the what is rather than the what if. And the authenticity comes in each person knowing themselves, knowing yourself, and not needing to hide anything. You own yourself absolutely and completely, and you take each moment, each conversation as it comes. You are empathetic, you're compassionate, understanding, you know your journey, and also that it can turn on a pin. You know that you are connected with your inner guidance. That becomes your inner voice. And you know that others are too, except some don't know this yet. And it's okay. You do, and it's enough. You feel the parameters of this world. Feel how it feels to you to own it. This is a frequency, and it's already within. It's just acceptance of what is, to get from here, inverted commas, to there, inverted commas. And you ponder this. If you are having difficulty connecting with this energy, take a few heartbeats now to ponder which parts of you that you do not accept. You don't need to know why. You just need to know what. By touching the what within this, the why becomes no longer relevant because it lives in the past. And the past, as you know, is no longer present. So it no longer exists. Come back to that frequency of an awakened community. Imagine a world where people take time for each other. People care deeply about how they communicate with each other, wonder how they can assist each one to live and grow differently, to see life as a number of little challenges, sum total of which makes it very interesting, colorful even, passionate. A world where laughter comes more easily because people have confidence in the what if. One where laughter comes more easily because people have confidence in the what is rather than the what if. And the authenticity comes in each person knowing themselves and not needing to hide anything. You own yourself absolutely and completely, and you take each moment, each conversation as it comes. You are empathetic, compassionate, you are understanding, you know your journey, and also that it can turn on a pin, is connected with your inner guidance. This becomes your inner voice, and you know that others are to accept that some don't know this yet, and it's okay. You do, and it's enough. Now, this is love. You see, love is not romance, nor is it even about sex. It's about companionship. Companionship comes from understanding. It's a will to be open and a desire for intimacy, because you first have nothing to defend. You only have authentic you to share. And sharing is in effect communication in its absolute, because it's on many different levels, in many different ways. Think about this too. It's about accepting the whole situation in front of you, a total, absolute openness to all of life in front of you, and being with people already on this path. You are already being with people, already on this path. See it to know it. And that is all that is. And to arrive at this space, you have to be still. This is the beginning of your silence. It is space, essentially, your space. And more importantly, all that is. Space is the absence of anything and everything, and the basis of choice. Choice, true choice, comes from love of self, heart, sharing this with community. And when you are able to accept this grand part of yourself, you will be able to accept the love that you are, because universal love, which is what this really is, and is what everyone seeks, is one and the same space. It is nothing and it is everything at the same time. To realize this, you will have had to have been through terrible pain. I know many of you have been through this, some long ago, some recent. You know that this is the fire that enables the diamond that is your inner heart to shine. And you will have realized that this pain is really nothing, because it has not changed the essential you. Of course, you hold memories of this, but fundamentally, it has not changed you. You remain the same within, brighter, wiser, though through the experience or experiences, and in this way, in this heart, have you become wisdom, love. Wisdom, love is what you seek to express in all your different output, in all your different experiences that will arise from now until eternity. And knowing that whether you do or you don't, doesn't really matter. And in this way, do you live forever? Think about it.